All right, good morning, good morning. Please answer the poll. All right. Let me remind you that trading is risky. It's not appropriate for everyone. Your past performance, good or bad, is not necessarily indicative of future results, but please stay small, stay humble, focus on the long term. Never, ever risk money you cannot afford to lose. Two trailer park girls around the outside. Yeah, let's roll, says Gary. Totally agree. Hello, my name is Wayne. I'm a currency trader just like you. Right now, I'm in the business of selling Japanese yen and USD. So I wake up in the morning and I say, hey, show me some charts. And I'll determine whether the market conditions are favorable for doing that. If not, I don't trade. And if it is, I take some shots and I manage the risk. Cool. So I set all that up. How do I decide to sell the yen and sell the dollar? Well, that is, fundamental analysis of global macro trends. And from that, I create a bias. And the rest is just text, man. Technical analysis. So the title of my book from 13 years ago is Strategic. That would be the bias macro fundamental side. Strategic and tactical Forex trading. Now, tactical is technical analysis, and that's the business of getting into trades and managing trades and analyzing the market in general, right? To say, well, if my bias is bullish and the market is bearish, it's probably not a great time to be trading. So anyways, that's what I do. So if you want to learn that, that's why I'm here. I'll teach you. Okay? Doesn't cost you money to be in these live streams, but there's some obligations. One, treat the fellow traders in the chat with dignity and respect. If you're a heckler, check your negativity at the door and maybe listen for a little bit and give me an opportunity to earn your loyalty and respect. And lastly, visit tradersway.com and open up a demo account. That doesn't cost money. It doesn't take a lot of time. It's not a big obligation. But the thing is, I recommend that you do, because I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. You're like, oh, wow, I never even considered Traders Way. They're a boutique firm. Why not go with one of the big boys? Well, if you compare the execution speed, you're going to find that Traders Way is faster. Okay? If you compare swaps, you're going to find Traders Way pays bigger swaps. Fees at Traders Way are competitive. I don't think they're going to be more than big global brokers with bajillions of clients. So maybe having a boutique foreign exchange firm means there's less traders on the live server, which means the server can be faster. Huh? You imagine? Imagine that. You're like, oh, this is so much faster. Well, they don't have 100 million people on the same live server, So you're like, well, that's really cool, because boutique kind of means small and special, right? So if you like all that, tradersway.com. Now, they earned my loyalty and respect during the Swiss National Bank debacle of I don't know, 6-7 years ago, when major brokers went out of business because apparently they were trading against their clients. Got left holding the bag. Traders Way was just fine because they don't do that. So I'm like, boom, That's what I'm looking for in an execution partner, tradersway.com. What do we have here? Well, yen is weak and dollar was weak, but is gaining some back. Okay, cool. Well, one of the two. Okay, so now it would be great if this did this and this did this. So we'll see. Not sure yet. Aussie is not weak, but not strong. Kiwi is weak. Pound is not weak, but not really strong. And Euro was ripper strong after the ECB announcement and then wants to come down and then maybe back up, question mark. Okay. That's what kind of CAD did for a while there, right? CAD went up and then it went down. So, all right, cool. So that is that. Let's see what you guys want to cover today. I asked you, what do you want to trade the most today? Yen pairs, dollar pairs, crypto, metals, and energy. $57 votes. Most people want to trade dollar pairs. Why? Okay. Cool. I'm most interested in yen pairs, but I guess we can start with your dollar pairs. Greg says, Traders Way has been your main broker for 6 years now. Huh? Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Happy, 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 happy anniversary. Happy, 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 happy anniversary. Oh, happy, happy. All right, so you want to do dollar pairs. Why? I don't understand that. Okay, well, let's look at that. Okay, we had the big up, then there's this, then there's that, then there's this, then there's that, and then there's this, maybe. Okay. Right now it's fairly neutral. It's on my buy line. Okay. I set this up. Here's the higher high. I think I either did this in the swing trading group when we met at 3 p.m. or I did this in the day trading group when we met at 8 p.m. Okay. You're welcome to join these groups, by the way. They're still available. We're about halfway through the day trading group. Up, down, down, and then maybe some follow through. Okay? Remember, it's not an opinion, it's just technical analysis. Okay, we have, let's do it this way. It used to be support. It used to be support. It was kind of resistance, definitely resistance, definitely resistance, definitely resistance, maybe support. What I call a role reversal. Oh, for show. Okay. Now, that just means it's supportive. It doesn't mean it will go up. You can see right now, we got something going on here, and we got something here. So very often what happens is this drifts sideways until you get to the apex. I know, it sounds smart, right? Cool. That just means a little pointy corner. What are my thoughts on trading robots? Are they real? Well, they're not like RoboCop, where it's like a man inside of a suit, like, I could trade Forex. Does it work? Well, 99% of it is garbage being sold to people that don't know what they're doing. And very often, inside that 99%, the people selling them are liars and fraud artists. So don't believe the hype. But are they real? Of course they're real. Okay? Yeah. They're just algorithms. Okay? Algorithms exist. Do professional traders use algorithms? Yeah, of course. Do they use algorithms to trade or to analyze? Mostly analyze. Hope says, hey, Wayne, are you going to do the live groups in after December? The swing trading group for sure. The day trading group, it just depends if people want it. Now, I got a lot of emails from people that want it. Doesn't mean they, I don't know. Maybe is all I can say. Maybe. It's hard. It's a lot of work on my part. I'm very, very tired. But I enjoy it is all I can say. So it really depends if there's demand, maybe, right? So put it this way, Sona. If someone is trying to sell you a robot, it's probably bullshit. Pardon my French. Hey, I got a robot that makes me a millionaire while I sleep. Do you want to buy it from me for $50? Bullshit. So, yeah, just learn how to trade would be the first thing. And once you know how to trade, then you can at least go through and analyze. Okay. So put it this way. I completed the algorithmic trading program at Oxford. Hey, check this out. I haven't showed you guys this. It's just sitting on my floor. Sitting on my floor. All right. You see that? Okay. Oxford, the University of Oxford, Said Business School. Okay. Wayne McDonald completed the Oxford Algorithmic Trading Program. Yeah. The University of Oxford. Yeah. All right. I bring that up because really I wasn't programming. It's a program. I'm not programming. It's a program to essentially analyze algorithms for the purpose of using behavioral finance and chaos theories and other, sort of machine learning type trading strategies and analyze them for appropriateness. Now, right? So think of that. So I took a whole class on this thing. Okay, Sona? And the very first thing they said when we rolled up our sleeves to start analyzing was that if it's too good to be true, it's probably not true. Honestly, that's like right there, right off the bat. Let's just say it. If they're telling you it's amazing, it's probably not, because to create something that truly is amazing is extremely difficult. So put it this way. If they're like, hey, buy this from us for $50, $100, $500, $5,000, whatever they're pitching, because it'll make you a millionaire. What would Oxford say right off the bat? It's bullshit. Right? There you go. I think that was the technical terminology. Okay? Yeah, Hope, I'm going to buy a robot that cleans my pool. Yeah, I looked at one, $1,600. It's really nice. So I have a pool cleaning robot. So I'm not against using algorithms, but I would be very suspicious of people trying to sell you something that will do your job for you. So what I recommend to people, and then I'll move on to going back to the charts here, do not find ways to cut corners. Okay? You should enjoy being a trader, and you should enjoy doing the work. And if you don't like doing the work, the research of fundamentals, the deep dives and technical analysis, and developing things like patience and discipline to execute trades and manage risk and adjust to changing market conditions, if you don't like doing that, you're not going to succeed. You might as well just quit now. So finding some other way for it to happen, you're like, oh, well, maybe if I buy this robot, I'll be successful. No, you won't be. because you won't even understand what the robot's doing or why it's doing it, or if it's doing anything good or bad. You won't know, so it doesn't make any sense. Okay? Okay? Yeah. Love what you do, and you'll do fine. Yep. Right? So focus on earning 2% a month for 10 years. Yeah, right, James? Hey, I need a robot to do the push-ups for me. No. Okay? Cool, right on. Greg, I hope you agree. I know you're a seasoned veteran as well, so I hope you agree. Algorithms are good for analysis, but I wouldn't think so for trading. Unless, here's the caveat, because there's always a caveat, right? Unless you've been trading for 10, 15, 20 years and you got your system down tight, and you develop an algorithm to help you execute what you would have done anyways yourself, and you're still overseeing it, but you're just using it not to make decisions for you and not to trade for you in sort of like the logic process. You're simply automating what you all do, right? So that is a big difference than buying something and setting it and forgetting it. That doesn't make sense for me. That doesn't make sense. Okay? Trading is fun. It can be, Hope. I've been in 3 or 4 trades now for 3 or 4 days, and I think total I'm up 80 pips. And I'm like, sons of bitches, this ain't fun, right? But anyways, it's fun when you're making money anyways. All right. So let's go back to this. Interesting, huh? I have this set this way, and I have it set this way. And it's interesting how both are working, huh? So we are really caught in cross currents, if you will, right? Okay. Cool. So the big question is, will we step up? Or is this being depressed by this line here? See, the upper blue line sloped down is 1 standard deviation, okay, where M is less than 0. Okay. Okay. So we have to pay attention to these levels. What the chart says, okay, now keep in mind, I have the chart set up to be bullish. It's not that it is bullish, because you could be a bear and you would look at these and say, you have every reason to believe it's bearish on the longer run, because of things like on the longer run, meaning the last couple of weeks, the slope. So statistically now we're looking at the slope of what's occurred the last couple of weeks. Y equals mx plus b. M being the slope and m is less than 0. So the rise over the run is negative. So less than 0, right? So you can say, statistically speaking, this is bearish, okay, over the last 2 weeks. Now, over the last couple of days, the opposite is true, and the M is greater. So you're like, well, which one's right? Well, they're both right. You're just changing the amount of periods that you're measuring. Okay, you're changing the size of the data set. That's all. But statistically, that's occurring too. Okay. And on the longest run, this, and this is the last month, not the last 2 weeks. So we got monthly says up. Okay. Weeklies say down. And the last couple of days say up. Well, which one's right? They're all correct. Okay, so now you need to make a decision. And one decision you can say that might describe what you're observing. Okay, let me back out a little bit so I can draw this. One description of this could be up, down, up. So you can see we're in a critical moment here, because we have the crosswinds of this and we have the crosswinds of that. And so having this, for example, come up, come down, and up would be statistically relevant and technically relevant. But we got to get the next big challenge here will to be get past that. That's the gatekeeper. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Arve is right. If you're going to learn general algorithmic programming, you would start with Python. Now, some people start with R, not to program, but to learn the statistics side. And then Python is better for the programming and for writing sort of visual, stuff, not just statistical analysis, right? Now, of course, I don't believe you can program MT4, MT5 in Python. I think there's ways. I think you can translate Python to work and all that kind of stuff, but I'm not that guy to ask that question. But if I were to say, give advice to somebody to learn how to create algorithms for trading the financial markets, my instant response would be Python. Okay. But you might say, well, I don't really want to make algos for general financial market trading, but specifically trading Forex. Well, then, yeah, you want to learn the MetaTrader stuff, right? Oh, thank you, Henry. Unchanged on PCE. Interesting. That's interesting. That's interesting. I wouldn't have guessed that. So we'll see. Let's check the general reaction. You can do the same with pandas and Python as you can do with R. Well, but you wouldn't do it with R, right? When I was programming in R, and I take that, very, very loosely and lightly, but I have done it, and I have, run R. I thought it was ugly and simple. So I can't imagine anything would be done in R. But yeah, Python. So I don't know pandas in Python. Interesting, but Python is that would be the place to study, assuming you already know how to program. Okay, let's see how this reacts. I'm going to move the USD index from hourly to minutely. And, oh my God, it looks good for me. Nice. That's right, Darko. So MT4 or MT5. Python is sweet and easy. Yeah, right on. Good. Look at this. Let's try yen. Yen's going the wrong way. But look at that. That's so good for me. Thank you, me. Yay, me. Awesome. All right, so I'll put that back. I'll put this back. Cool. So let's continue. And let's chickadee check this one out. I'm going to skip Kiwi. Kiwi's a dog right now. Let's check Aussie. And we are very, 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 very top-ish on this one. I've shown you this for a couple of days now. La 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 la. So the double top of the double top is very disconcerting, but technically it's not bearish. So you can be concerned, but you should not be afraid. Okay? So things like if you were going to trade another trade, cut your lot size or something, or maybe not place another trade. You're happy with what you got and everything looks fine, but you are concerned because you should be concerned. And the way you're going to address it is not add another one until you get the break, the pullback. And so you might say, well, you're already in, you did it in Asia. Now that it's New York, you're like, you don't feel comfortable adding a second one. You might even move a little stop closer here and let it break and catch it Monday. That's how you'd probably deal with that. Or you find yourself down here and you want to get out of all these trades. Okay. Oh, for sure. And, oh, what's going on, kitty cat? Huh. Don't see it yet. Just hanging. That's a 4-hour too. Look at that. More than 12 hours. We've just been sitting on our line. I don't like that. Sharfung says, waiting for next month. Well, the swing trading group met yesterday, and we also met a week ago to talk about November. So we have all November done and probably already in the trades. Looks like snapbacks, right? Looks like snapbacks to me. Boo. Now it's not good for me. WTF. It went from good to bad to good. All right, whatever. Let's go. One of those weeks, huh? All right, let's go look at yens. Oh, no. Jeez, Murphy. One of those weeks. I'm going to move these to hourly. One of those weeks. On again, off again. On again, off again. All right. So here's a nice one. Okay, bottom. Up, down, buy, up, down, buy. Then a bigger time frame, 4 hour one, right? But up, down, buy, up, down. There was a buy here and went up and then down. That had to do, I think, with, was it Euro or CAD? I think that was the CAD news. Up, down, buy. So on again, off again. On again, off again. Boo. Okay. So you can see the major pattern started here, came down here, did the 618, double bottomed on the 618, higher high, higher low. So I'm still trying to maybe get this to break. Okay. And this would be the one. I'm not the only one staring at the sun. Yeah, NASDAQ, the last time I looked, was coming down. Both Amazon and Apple reported, bad news last night. And so that's to be expected with the NAS, right? With NASI. So you can see why this type of analysis is important, right? Like you can see here, I'm checking slopes of different moves and all that kind of stuff. Maybe you can measure that from this turn, right? So we made our way down and then we hit it, identified that, sort of reconfirmed it. Yeah, maybe this is a little bit lower, but nonetheless, this is an important zone. So the question is, will the market consider this a higher high than this high? If so, then the market's going to look for a higher low. And statistically speaking, this current area that I have identified as a higher low is the mean. Don't say that. It's nice. Okay, it's not mean, but it is average. Okay. 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 So what do you think? What's your plan? Is that the plan? I don't remember. I'm not in this, but I think I have a limit order somewhere down there. I don't remember where it is. I'm looking at this, would I set it down here at 3200? I think that's too low. So I don't remember where, but I do have this plan. So I do have that plan. Okay. The next thing I could do, of course, is look for this. Okay. My plan, however, is to, buy it down here, let it break, and then next week buy it up here in a out of position. Not an OPP, but an OOP. Right? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Inside joke. Kitty cat. Yep, just being very slow. Notice again, even with the CAD news, we never broke resistance. So that's my major concern right now. And I see the range basically There's a bottom, there's a high. Wait, I guess. I don't know. Boo. Okay. I can't grab that, so you'll have to just eyeball it. Okay. So I have that lined as support. You can see I have this lined as resistance. That looks like a top maybe. It also looks like we're going to come down to 79. Gold kind of doing the same thing now. So we had a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Didn't get the higher high. Okay, that's the big news. Okay, and then you get that breach below here, creates a bearish setup. Okay, not my opinion, that's just what the chart says. I hope you see that too. Okay. So I drew all these ups and downs in advance with the assumption of continuation. And now we can look at that. That's not that it's wrong. It's that we now have our technical analysis tells us that market conditions have changed. Okay. Someone else might think this is the beginning of a big bull move or bear move to get us back to 17 and a quarter, maybe 17 and a half. I'm not just deaf and dumb, staring at the sun. All right. And, our little support is held on Biddy. Okay, I'm going to change it to an hourly now. So, for some reason, I'm predicting a double bottom here. It looks like it actually occurred. Not quite the way I said it. It looks like I was a day early because we actually... Look at this. I guess I was right. I predicted this and got that. All right, that's not bad. It's not bad. You got to be grateful for what you got. Cool. So anyways, we're looking at this. Double bottom. No higher high. So typically this is where you wait for your moving averages to push you higher. I would look at the 4-hour 21 and it's neutral. It's not helpful at all. So I would say technically speaking, there's nothing to tell you whether this market is bullish or bearish. Okay. Now, you make your own decision using your own tools. If you use daily pivots, you'll say, but we're trending up. But if you're using, let's say this trend line, you might say, we're moving up now, but on a bigger time frame, we're heading down. And so half the market would say down and the other half market would say up. And therefore, the moving averages say, I don't know. That's what the moving averages say. Bulls and bears agree right now. I don't know. Okay, that's all. So if you think you know, you're not listening to the other half of the market. cool. What do you see on the daily? Kick it over here, baby pop. On the daily, it says we're going to 100,000. Well, it doesn't actually say 100,000. It just says up. Up. If it's up, then it's stuck. You know what I'm talking about? Just need some risk on mood. Okay, just looking for some risk on, Bubba. Okay. A song that I can sing in my own company. You're such a fool to worry like you do. I guess that's it. That's it. I think we're done. Have a nice weekend. Hope your weather is nice. Peace on earth. May the pips be with you. May your profits be above average. And click the thumbs up, please. Just let YouTube know